Teach us to pray. The cross inside. And the gaze, no longer positioned externally. Matthew 6 verses 9 to 13. Luke 11 verses 1 to 4. Welcome to our Gospel Commentary channel, to discover yourself. Today we talk about prayer as listening. Specific to the Son's prayer, in Christ. It finds its character in perception, not in the performance. For a more complete overview of our human, cultural and spiritual proposal, we suggest you visit the website juvie.art. Preaching. Do not babble like the pagans. In fact, they believe they will be answered for their verbosity. Matthew 6 verse 7, compare Luke 11 verse 1. The god of religions was named with an abundance of high-sounding honorific epithets, as if he longed for ever-growing ranks of incense givers. The Father. It is not accompanied by prestigious titles. A son does not turn to the parent as to a most high, eternal or sublime, but as to the one who gives him life. And the son does not imagine having to give external shouts and recognition. The Father looks at the needs, not the merits. And lead us not into temptation. Ancient prayer of the sons. Who would like to scale the situation and regain the summit? Do not induce us. Is in the Latin and Greek sense. Introduced to the end. An ancient symbol of the reborn in Christ. In the experience of real life, so full of trials, hardships, dangers of every kind, and disastrous falls, some seemingly irreparable. In ancient religions there are clearly opposed demons and angels. Disordered and dark powers, contrary to the bright and in order ones. But by pushing the first ones back, the worst ones continually resurface, until they win the game and run riot. In the lives of the saints we see these great men strangely always under temptation. Because they disdain evil, therefore they do not know it. Gradually, however, the constant nagging becomes unstoppable crowds. The woman and the man of faith do not act according to superficial and hasty pre-established models, not even religious ones. They are aware that they are not heroes or paradigmatic phenomena. That is why they trust. They let intimate problems slide. They understood these strengths. This is the meaning of the formula of the Our Father, in its original sense. Do not bring us to the end in the trial. Because we know our weakness. If, on the contrary, our counterpart becomes the protagonist, a unilateral pivot, a constant afterthought, and a block, we are done for. Pain, failures, sadness, frustrations, weaknesses, 1,000 anxieties, too many falls. They accustom us to experience evil as part of ourselves. Condition to be evaluated. Not guilt to be cut horizontally. In the process of true saving transmutation, that signal speaks of us. Within a deviation, or eccentricity, there is a secret, or knowledge to be found, to be personally reborn. Looking at the discomforts and oppositions, we realize that these critical sides of being become like a malleable magma, which brings about healing more quickly. As through a conversion, permanent, radical, because it involves and belongs to us. Not artificial and peripheral, but basically, of seed and nature. Absorbed patterns and beliefs. They do not allow us to understand that passionate life is made up of opposing states, of competitive energies that should not be masked, to make us consider ourselves good people. Perceiving and integrating the depths, satisfactions, and discomforts that belong to us. Let's put aside the idea and the atmosphere of only impending danger. Without further opportunities, only for death. Let's grow up. Without dissociations or states of hysteria, resulting from artificial identifications, nor disrespect for an important part of us. In short, the hardships and the crosses have something to tell us. They shake the soul at its roots, sweep away the absorbed masks. They turn on the person and save lives. In this way, inconveniences and anxieties help us. They hide capabilities and possibilities that we do not yet see. In the virtue of unsteady exceptionality, yet unique for each one. Here the real path opens up. Father's path. And of the heart. A path that wants to guide us towards alternative trajectories. New dimensions of existence. Here is the difference of faith compared to ancient religiosity. Seizing life in the sense of the cross inside. It's all in the awareness that only the sick heal. Only the incomplete grow. Only the limping regain expression. They evolve. And while continuing to hang in the balance, they sprint forward. Matthew 6 verses 9 to 13. Luke 11 verses 1 to 4. Thank you all for your kind attention. We invite you to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on our activities. If you liked it, leave a well done to support us. Subscribe, give your precious like, comment and share with your friends. Thank you. Join us. And see you soon.